Hey, good morning. I'm Travis Jenkins. I'm the 3D lab specialist at the Medical College of Georgia. I was just going to review some of the Terarecon Buttonology for you to help make sure we're on the same page and you know how to navigate and use some of the tools. For my study today, I named it buttons since I'm doing buttonology. So you can just type in buttons and it should bring up my study for today. On your bottom right, you have a preview window. If you want to look through your series before loading a series to make sure you have, the correct series you want to look at, you can double click on that series and scroll through it. On your series, if you see a little yellow A, that means this series has been processed by Terarecon's automatic processing server. And if you hover over it, you can see the automatic segmentations that it's already done and that it's already run the center lines. And I will show you how to use those in just a minute. But from here, we're going to load the study. If you'll click load, and we're going to load this into Cardiac Tech. All right. If it loads your study in one screen, you can double click and it'll give you your all 4 screens. Your top right is your 3D screen. Your top left is your axial. You've got your coronal and your sagittal. A little bit of mouse controls. Your left mouse, if you hold down, will scroll. If it is scrolling really quickly and jumping around, there's an icon that's currently lit up blue. It's a box with an arrow in it. There's a little drop down and you can change that to control and it will scroll a little bit more smoothly for you. From there, your right mouse is your pan. If you hold down right, move it around. If you press down on your wheel, you will zoom. And if you hold down your right and left mouse key at the same time, it's your window width and window level. Everybody good so far? Got that so far? All right, so the next thing with your crosshairs, you have these little circles. These are your double obliques. So you can center on an object you're looking for. If you wanted to do, say, the aorta valve, you can alt and click on the aorta valve and it'll put your crosshairs in the middle of it. And then you can use these little circles to double oblique. If you start double obliquing in multiple different ways and you kind of get lost on where you're at, there's a little reset button on your bottom right, and that'll straighten your study back out for you. What else do we need to review? Oh, I had mentioned the APS, Terarecon's automatic processing server. If it's run on your studies, it'll save you a lot of time. You've got an icon at the top. That's APS mask. It looks like a little aorta and a little rib cage. These are all the segmentations that Terarecon has already done. If you'll click on that coronary aorta and tell it to load, it'll automatically pull out your coronaries. If your APS is already run, which it has on this study, there's this little icon called APS mask. It looks like a little aorta and the little orange rib cage. There's a little drop down, and those are all the segmentations that the server's already run for you. So you can click on those and load it. It did a pretty good job on this study, but if you did want to cut something out, your cut tool is your free ROI. Right over here. And once you're on that tool, to activate it, you hold down Shift and it'll let you cut down.
CPR, NPR.
But then holding down Shift will activate that tool so you can cut things out. All right. Moving right along. In your boxes, you'll see this green NPR. If you want to switch from MPR to MIP, you just click on that MPR button and you can switch it over to MIP, which will MIP your studies. Right underneath that is your slab with how thick your slice thicknesses are. You can right click on it and change the thickness of your MIPS. Back to the APS results to get these coronaries again. There's this APS mask tool. It looks like a little aorta with a little orange rib cage. There's a little drop down beside it. Those are all the segmentations that Terarecon server has already run. I use the coronary aorta. You just click on it, it'll ask you to load it, and it'll load that APS result.